Hello everyone, I'm Emma, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. This is your time. 1 full hour just for you to speak English, think in English, and build your confidence. Today, we're going to talk, listen, repeat, and shadow real English. No stress, no pressure. Just English spoken clearly and naturally. Let's begin your English day. You wake up. You stretch. You smile. Say it with me. I'm awake now. I feel good. Today is a new day. I'm ready to speak English. I can do it. Now, repeat each sentence after me. I'm getting out of bed. I'm walking to the bathroom. I look in the mirror. I say, "Good morning." To myself, I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I take a deep breath. I feel calm. I feel strong. Great. Now imagine getting dressed. I'm choosing my clothes. I put on my shirt. I put on my pants. I wear clean socks. I put on my shoes. I check the time. I'm not late. I'm doing fine. Let's add some feeling. Say each line with meaning. Don't just repeat. Live it. I'm ready to learn today. I believe in myself. I speak English every day. My English is getting better. I'm not afraid. I speak with a smile. I speak clearly. I speak slowly. I speak with confidence. Now, let's go to the kitchen. Imagine you're making breakfast. I walk to the kitchen. I open the fridge. I take out some eggs. I cook the eggs. I toast some bread. I pour a glass of water. I sit at the table. I eat my breakfast slowly. I enjoy this moment. This is my time. I'm grateful. Now, imagine your day begins. You're leaving the house. I open the door. I feel the fresh air. I step outside. The sun is shining. Birds are singing. I take a deep breath. I say, "Let's go." Done. I walk to the bus stop. I see people on the street. Some people are walking. Some people are riding bikes. Some people are in a hurry. I stay calm. I'm on time. Now imagine getting on the bus or train. I wait for the bus. I check the time again. I see the bus coming. The doors open. I get on the bus. I say hello to the driver. I find a seat. I sit quietly. I look out the window. The city is busy, but I feel peaceful. I listen to English. I speak in my mind. I say, "I can understand English." I say, "I speak English clearly." Repeat this now. I listen every day. I speak every day. I understand more and more. I am learning fast. My English is growing. My confidence is growing. I enjoy learning English. English is not hard. English is fun. English is a part of my life. Let's keep going. You arrive at work or school. I get off the bus. I walk to the building. I see the front door. I open the door. I say good morning to my friend. I smile. I feel good. I hang up my coat. I sit down at my desk. I'm ready to begin. You might say, "Good morning. How are you?" "I'm doing well. Thank you." "What did you do yesterday?" "I watched a movie. It was interesting." "I studied English. I read a book. I went for a walk. It was relaxing. Practice these short answers. Yes, I understand. No, I don't understand. Can you repeat that, please? Can you say that slowly? I have a question. I'm not sure. That's interesting. I agree. I don't agree. That's okay. Thank you. Now imagine someone asks for help. You say, sure, I can help you. What do you need? Let's do it together. Take your time. No problem. You're welcome. I'm happy to help. English is more than grammar. It is communication. You're doing it now. You are speaking English. You are practicing in your mind and out loud. This is real English. Daily English. The kind of English you'll use in life. Take a deep breath. Let's review some of the key sentences from today's morning routine. I'm awake now. I feel good. I'm ready to speak English. I believe in myself. I'm not afraid. I speak clearly. I speak with confidence. I enjoy this moment. I listen every day. I speak every day. My English is growing. Say all of them with me. One more time. Strong voice. Clear voice. I'm awake now. I feel good. I'm ready to speak English. I believe in myself. I'm not afraid. I speak clearly. I speak with confidence. I enjoy this moment. I listen every day. I speak every day. My English is growing. You're doing amazing. This is just the beginning of your full English speaking practice. Now you're walking into your bathroom. You look in the mirror and smile. You say, "Good morning." You take a deep breath and say, "Today is going to be a good day." You stretch your arms and say, "I feel fresh and ready." You brush your teeth and look at yourself in the mirror. You say slowly, "I am strong. I am learning. I am improving every day." You rinse your mouth and say, "Let's go." Now you go to the kitchen. You say, "I'm making breakfast." You open the fridge and say, "What should I eat today?" You see some eggs, bread, and fruit. You say, "I'll make eggs and toast, and maybe a banana." As you cook, you say, "I'm frying the eggs. They smell nice." You take a slice of bread and say, "Now I'm toasting the bread." You peel the banana and say, "Bananas give me energy." You sit down to eat. You say, "This breakfast looks good." You take a bite and say, "Yum, it tastes great." You drink some water and say, "I need to drink more water every day." After breakfast, you clean up. You say, "I'm washing the dishes." You rinse the plate and say, "Now it's clean." You wipe the counter and say, "My kitchen is tidy now." You look at the clock and say, "It's almost time to go out." You go to your room to get dressed. You open your closet and say, "What should I wear today?" You see a shirt and say, "This shirt is comfortable." You put it on and say, "It fits well." You pick up your shoes and say, "These are my walking shoes." You tie your laces and say, "Now I'm ready." You grab your bag and say, "I have my keys, my phone, and my wallet." You walk to the door and say, "Let's go." You step outside. The sun is shining. You say, "What a beautiful day." You take a deep breath and say, "The air feels fresh." You start walking and say, "I like walking in the morning." You see your neighbor and say, "Good morning." They smile and wave. You say, "Have a nice day." They reply, you too. You keep walking. You say, I hear birds singing. You look around and say, the sky is blue. The trees are green. You stop for a moment and say, it's nice to be outside. You arrive at the bus stop. You say, I hope the bus is on time. You check your phone and say, it should be here in 5 minutes. You look around and say, there are a few people here. You nod and smile at someone next to you. The bus arrives. You say, here it comes. You get on and say, good morning. To the driver, you tap your card and find a seat. You sit down and say, this seat is comfortable. You look out the window and say, I like watching the city go by. You see cars, people, and buildings. You say, the city is busy today. You check your bag and say, do I have everything? You whisper to yourself, yes, I'm ready. You listen to some music. You say, either this song is relaxing. You tap your foot and say, I like this beat. You hear the bus stop announcement. You say, my stop is next. You stand up and say, time to get off. You thank the driver and say, have a good day. You walk onto the sidewalk. You look around and say, I'm close now. You see your destination and say, there it is. You walk into the building. You greet the person at the desk and say, hello, I have an appointment. They smile and say, please wait here. You say, thank you. You sit down and say, I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready. You take a deep breath and say, I can do this. Now you hear your name. Someone calls, next, please. You stand up and say, that's me. You walk forward and smile. You say, good morning. How are you today? They reply, I'm good. Thank you. And you answer, I'm doing well. Thanks. They ask, can I help you with something today? You say, yes, I need some information. Please. You speak slowly, clearly, and politely. You feel calm and confident. You say, thank you for your help. After your meeting, you walk out and say, that went well. You feel proud. You say, I did it. I spoke clearly. I was polite. I used good English. You check the time and say, I still have time before lunch. You think, maybe I'll go to a cafe. You walk to a nearby cafe. You open the door and say, hello. You walk to the counter and say, hi, can I see the menu, please? The barista gives you a menu. You say, thank you. You read the menu and say, I'll have a coffee and a sandwich. You say, hi, I'd like 1 coffee and 1 sandwich, please. They ask, would you like it to go or for here? You say, for here, please. They say, that will be $5. You hand them your money and say, here you go. They say, thank you. Please wait at the table. You say, thank you very much. You find a seat and say, this place is nice. You look around and say, it's quiet and cozy. Your food arrives. You say, this looks delicious. You take a bite and say, yum, it's tasty. You sip your coffee and say, perfect. You relax and say, I like this moment. You sit quietly, enjoy your food, and think, I'm doing better each day. I'm speaking more English. I'm more confident. You smile and say softly, I'm proud of myself. Now, you pick up your keys, phone, and bag. You're ready to leave the house. You step outside. The sun is shining. You take a deep breath and smile. The day has begun. You walk to the bus stop. While waiting, you see different people. A woman is reading a book. A man is talking on the phone. Two kids are laughing and playing. You watch and listen. You hear the traffic. Cars pass by. A dog barks. The wind moves the leaves. You notice the sounds. Try to describe them in English. I hear a car. The wind is strong. Children are laughing. Shadow those thoughts quietly. Now, the bus arrives. You step on. Say to yourself, good morning. Imagine you say it to the driver. Good morning. You find a seat. You sit near the window. Say quietly, I'm sitting by the window. You look outside and think, the sky is blue, the trees are green. You feel calm. You practice thinking in English. This is the goal. Train your brain to stay in English. Now, you arrive at your destination. Maybe it's school. Maybe it's work. Maybe a cafe or a library. You walk inside and greet someone. You say, hello, how are you? They say, I'm good. Thanks. You smile and replies, that's great. Continue this in your head. Keep the English conversation alive. Now it's time to work or study. You sit down. You open your book or turn on your computer. Say in English, I'm ready to begin. You focus. You do your tasks. As you work, you think in English. I'm writing an email. I'm reading a document. I'm studying a lesson. You shadow each sentence with clear pronunciation. Take a short break. Stand up. Stretch. Walk a little. Say to yourself, I'm taking a break. I need some water. You go to get water. Say, I'm filling my glass. I'm drinking slowly. This feels good. Now it's lunchtime. You're hungry. You walk to the kitchen or a nearby restaurant. You look at the menu. Read it in English. I'd like a sandwich. Can I have tea? Please. Practice the full exchange in your mind or out loud. Hello, I'd like a coffee and a salad. Sure. Anything else? No. Thank you. Here you go. Thanks. This is how real practice works. It's not only grammar. It's not only vocabulary. It's flow. It's real life thinking, speaking, and responding. You become more confident with every word you say. You sit and eat. Say, I'm eating lunch. The food tastes good. I'm enjoying my meal. You look outside. You see people walking. She is walking fast. He is holding a phone. They are talking. This is English observation. It's how children learn. It's how you will learn too. By noticing, describing, and speaking. After lunch, you return to work. You check your to-do list. You say, next, I will call a client. Or, now I will write a report. Say your plan out loud in English. When you complete a task, say, done or finished. This gives you a small success. English becomes part of your life, part of your actions, part of your thinking. Later in the afternoon, maybe you talk with a coworker or a friend. Think about this. How do I greet them in English? What will I say? Practice it now. Hey, how was your weekend? It was nice. Thanks. I went to the park. That sounds relaxing. Yeah, the weather was perfect. I love sunny days. Me too. You don't need a real partner. You are your partner. You can practice both sides. You can become fluent by speaking with yourself. Now imagine you get a message on your phone. It says, "Let's meet after work." You reply in your mind, "Sure." What time? The reply comes, 6 p.m. You say, "Perfect. See you then." These daily thoughts are perfect practice. It's how you use English every day. You check the time. You still have work to do. You focus again. Say, "I will finish this by 4 p.m. You set your goal. You work. You shadow the sentences in your mind. I am writing. I am thinking. I am focused. You finish your task. You feel good. You say, "I did it. I completed my work. Now I can relax." The day is moving forward. You have been practicing English since morning, and you're doing it in real situations, not only exercises. This is real fluency training. You stand up and stretch. You say, "My body feels tight. I need to move." You walk around for a few minutes. You breathe deeply. "I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing great." Now it's late afternoon. Maybe you review your tasks again. You check what is left. You write notes. You say, "I'll do this tomorrow. This part is done. I'm almost finished." You prepare to leave work. You turn off your computer. You clean your desk. You take your bag. You say, "Time to go home." Then you say, "Today, I worked hard. Today, I practiced English. Today, I got better." You feel proud. You are creating a habit and English life, one word, one sentence, one moment at a time. Now you're finally home. You take off your shoes, breathe out, and feel the comfort of your room. You say to yourself, "What a long day." Maybe you drop your bag on the couch. Maybe you stretch your arms and say, that feels better." This is your space, your time. You look around and think, "Okay, what's next?" You go to the kitchen. Maybe you open the fridge. What do I have to eat? You take out some vegetables or maybe leftovers from yesterday. You say, "Let's make something quick and easy." You begin cooking. You wash your hands, turn on the stove, and cut the vegetables. As you cook, you talk to yourself in English. "I'm chopping the onions. Now I'm adding some oil. The pan is hot. Let's stir the food." You smell the spices. You smile. You think, "Dinner will be ready soon." While the food is cooking, you set the table. You take a plate, a fork, and a glass. You say, "This looks nice." Then you sit down and eat. You enjoy the taste. You might say, "This is good." Or maybe next time I'll add more salt. Even small thoughts like these help you build fluency. After dinner, You clean up. You wash the dishes, wipe the table,
and say,
all done. You walk to the living room. You turn on a lamp. You sit on the sofa and relax. You might watch something or listen to soft music. Then you remember. Let's review a few new words from today. You take out your notebook or open your English app. You say, today I learned schedule, noisy, polite, and delicious. You try to use each one in a sentence. My schedule is busy. The street was noisy. The waitress was polite. Dinner was delicious. You repeat each sentence slowly and clearly. This is how you build real fluency step by step. Then, you go to your bedroom. You turn on the light. You see your bed and say, almost bedtime. But first, you prepare. You brush your teeth, wash your face, and maybe change into pajamas. You speak softly to yourself. I'm brushing my teeth. Now I'm rinsing. All clean. You look in the mirror and say, good job today. I spoke English. I stayed focused. Before sleeping, you might want to relax a bit more. Maybe you sit on your bed and read a short story, or you listen to an English podcast. You hear phrases like, once upon a time, or she went to the market. You smile and follow the story with your heart. You start to feel sleepy, so you close the book. You whisper to yourself, time to sleep. Good night, world. You turn off the lights and lie down. The room is quiet. You think, today I practiced listening. I spoke about my day. I used real English in daily life. I am improving. I am proud of myself. And you're right. Learning English isn't only about grammar. It's about using English in your real world when you eat, walk, talk, think, relax, and dream. As you close your eyes, you let your thoughts drift. You think in English. You say, tomorrow, I'll learn even more. I'll speak with confidence. I'll listen carefully. I'll try again. This is your journey. Every simple sentence, every small word, every moment of practice, it all matters. Now, you're calm. You feel peace. You smile softly in the dark. You say one last sentence. Thank you. English. Good night. A new day begins. The alarm rings. Beep, beep, beep. You open your eyes slowly. You stretch your arms and yawn. You whisper, good morning. You sit up in bed. You look out the window. The sky is soft and quiet. Maybe the sun is rising. You take a deep breath and say, today is a new chance to practice English. You stand up and walk to the bathroom. You look in the mirror and say, hello again. You wash your face, brush your teeth, and get ready. As you do each step, you say it in English. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm washing my face. I'm combing my hair. I'm ready for the day. You go to the kitchen. You make a simple breakfast. Maybe it's toast, eggs, or just a cup of tea. You speak softly to yourself. I'm making tea. I'm waiting for it to boil. Now I'm pouring it into a cup. These small sentences become part of your morning routine. While eating, you might play an English video, maybe this one. You repeat the words. You shadow the speaker. You copy the rhythm. I'm going to work. I'm meeting a friend. I'm taking the bus. I'm buying groceries. You finish your meal and clean up. You say, time to go. You grab your bag up, put on your shoes, and step outside. You walk to the bus stop and think, let me practice while I wait. You see the bus coming. You say, here it is. You get on and find a seat. Around you, people are quiet. Some are looking at their phones. You take out your notebook. You write, morning. And brush teeth. Make tea. Go outside. Take the bus. You turn each word into a sentence. I take the bus every morning. I make tea before I leave. I brush my teeth after waking up. Now the bus stops. You get off and walk. Maybe you're going to work or to meet a friend. You think in English as you walk. You look at the buildings, the trees, the sky. You say, it's a sunny day. Or it looks like rain. Or the sky is blue and clear today. You reach your destination. You smile and say, I'm here. If you meet someone, you practice greetings. Hi, how are you? I'm good. Thanks. And you, I'm doing well. What did you do this morning? I made breakfast and watched an English video. This is real English used in real situations. Later, maybe you go to a cafe. You order something. I'd like a coffee. Please. Can I get a sandwich? To go, please. The more you say these phrases, the more natural they feel. In the afternoon, maybe you visit the market. You practice asking questions. How much is this? Is this fresh? Do you have any apples? Even if it's just in your mind, it's still powerful practice. You come back homey. You take off your shoes. You rest. And again, you use English to describe what you're doing. I'm taking a break. I'm relaxing on the sofa. I'm drinking cold water. Later, you might want to review your day. You can do this in a simple way. Take out your notebook. Write a few short sentences. Today I woke up early. I had tea and toast. I took the bus and went to town. I spoke a little English at the cafe. I listened to an English video on the bus. You read these sentences aloud. You smile. You feel good. Because this is the magic of learning English. You are using it, living it, feeling it. And every moment from waking up to going to bed becomes part of your language journey. No pressure, no fear, just daily steps, natural progress. Every morning is a chance to begin again. Every evening is a time to reflect. And every word you speak brings you closer to fluency. Now I'm walking to the park. The sun is shining, and I can feel the warmth on my skin. I take a deep breath and smile. I see children playing, dogs running, and people relaxing on benches. A woman is jogging past me, listening to music. A man is reading a book under a tree. Everyone looks happy. I find an empty bench and sit down. I take out my notebook and begin to write. I write about what I see and what I feel. This helps me practice English and enjoy the moment. A little boy runs up to me and says, "Hi." I smile and say, "Hello." He laughs and runs away. Later, I take out my phone and call a friend. I say, "Hey, want to meet at the cafe?" My friend says, "Sure, I'll be there in 10 minutes." I stand up, stretch, and start walking again. The cafe is just around the corner. When I arrive, I see my friend waving. We greet each other with a hug. I say, "It's good to see you." My friend replies, "You too. Let's get something to drink." We go inside and look at the menu. I say, "I'll have an iced tea." My friend says, "I want a coffee." We sit down and start talking. We talk about work, family, and plans for the weekend. I ask, "What are you doing this Saturday?" My friend says, "I'm going hiking." I say, "That sounds fun." We laugh and enjoy our drinks. After about an hour, we say goodbye. I say, "Thanks for the chat." And my friend says, "Let's do this again soon." I leave the cafe feeling happy. Talking with friends is a great way to practice English and stay connected. Now I'm heading home. On the way, I stop by a small shop. I need to buy some fruit. I pick up some apples, bananas, and oranges. At the counter, I say, "Hello, I'd like these, please." The shopkeeper says, "That will be $5. I give the money and say, "Thank you." The shopkeeper smiles and says, "Have a nice day." Outside, I see a lost dog. It has no collar. I gently say, "Hey there, are you okay?" I look around and see a woman calling, "Max, Max." I ask, "Is this your dog?" She nods and says, "Yes, thank you so much." I smile and say, "No problem." She says, "You're very kind." I feel good for helping someone. Back home, I take off my shoes and put away my bag. I wash the fruit and eat an apple. Then I check my messages. I got a text from my sister. It says, "Call me when you're free." So I call her and say, "Hi, I just got home. How are you?" She says, "I'm great. Guess what? I got a new job." I say, "Wow, congratulations." We talk for a while and then say goodbye. Next, I decide to do some cleaning. I vacuum the floor, wipe the table, and take out the trash. While cleaning, I listen to English music. I sing along to the words I know. It's fun and good practice. Now I feel a bit tired, so I make a cup of tea and sit on the couch. I open a book and start reading. The story is interesting. It's about a girl who travels the world. I read out loud to practice my pronunciation. I repeat the sentences slowly and clearly. Later, I write in my journal. I write about my day in English. Today I went to the park. I met a friend at the cafe. I helped someone find their dog. I feel happy and proud. Writing helps me remember new words and improve my grammar. Then I decide to prepare dinner. I go to the kitchen and take out some ingredients. I chop vegetables, cook rice, and make a simple stir fry. I enjoy cooking. I talk to myself while I cook. Now I'm cutting carrots. Next, I add the onions, stir, and wait. This makes me more confident with speaking. When dinner is ready, I set the table and eat slowly. I think about the flavors and describe them in English. This is spicy. That is sweet. The rice is soft. The vegetables are fresh. I enjoy every bite. After eating, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen. Then I take a short walk outside. The sky is turning dark. I see stars beginning to shine. I say to myself, it was a good day. I learned a lot. I practiced English. I feel strong and calm. I return home, take a shower, and change into my pajamas. I brush my teeth and look in the mirror. I smile and say, good job today. Then I go to my room, turn off the light, and lie down in bed. Before sleeping, I listen to a short English podcast. The speaker talks slowly and clearly. I repeat the sentences in my mind. I feel relaxed and ready to sleep. Tomorrow is a new day, and I'm ready to keep learning. Now let's continue with more English listening and speaking practice that's simple, natural, and easy to follow. Imagine you're spending time with a friend. You want to share something about your family. You say, my brother lives in another city. Now repeat after me. My brother lives in another city. You can also say, my parents visit me every weekend. Repeat. My parents visit me every weekend. Let's try talking about work or school. For example, I have a lot of homework today. Repeat that slowly. I have a lot of homework today. You might also say, my boss is very friendly. Now say it with me. My boss is very friendly. Or you can say, my coworkers are helpful. Say it again. My coworkers are helpful. Let's move to daily routines. Here's a useful sentence. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. Repeat. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. Another sentence. I brush my teeth after breakfast. Now say it with me. I brush my teeth after breakfast. You might also say, I take a shower every morning. Repeat slowly. I take a shower every morning. Let's try a different example. I make coffee before I start work. Repeat that clearly. I make coffee before I start work. Now let's talk about transportation. I take the bus to school. Repeat. I take the bus to school. You can also say, I drive to work every day. Say it again. I drive to work every day. Or you can say, I walk to the gym. Let's say it together. I walk to the gym. Sometimes we use apps for directions. I use Google Maps to find places. Repeat that with me. I use Google Maps to find places. Let's now practice asking questions. This is very important in conversations. For example, where are you from? Now you say it. Where are you from? Try this. What do you do? Repeat. What do you do? Or, how was your day? Let's say that again. How was your day? Another question is, what time do you usually wake up? Say it slowly with me. What time do you usually wake up? We also use helpful phrases when we're trying to be polite, like, could you help me, please? Repeat. Could you help me, please? Try this one. Can I ask you a question? Say it again. Can I ask you a question? Let's also practice how to express opinions. I think this is a good idea. Now repeat. I think this is a good idea. You can also say, I don't agree with that. Let's say that clearly. I don't agree with that. Try this example. In my opinion, it's too expensive. Repeat slowly. In my opinion, it's too expensive. Sometimes we express likes or dislikes. I love listening to music. Now say it with me. I love listening to music. You might also say, I enjoy cooking for my family. Repeat that. I enjoy cooking for my family. Or you can say, I don't like cold weather. Now say it with me. I don't like cold weather. Let's move on to expressing future plans. Try this. I'm going to visit my grandparents next weekend. Repeat it. I'm going to visit my grandparents next weekend. Another example. I will study English tomorrow. Say that again. I will study English tomorrow. And this one. We're having dinner with friends tonight. Repeat with me. We're having dinner with friends tonight. Let's now practice some helpful phrases for shopping. How much does this cost? Repeat. How much does this cost? Try this one. Do you accept credit cards? Say it again. Do you accept credit cards? Or, can I try this on? Now repeat. Can I try this on? These short phrases are powerful because they are used every day by native speakers. When you repeat them many times, your brain starts to understand the rhythm and pattern of English. Now, let's practice making polite requests. Would you mind helping me? Say it clearly. Would you mind helping me? Or, could I please have a glass of water? Repeat after me. Could I please have a glass of water? You can also say, may I use your phone? Say it with me. May I use your phone? When you ask questions politely, people respond more kindly. Politeness builds good communication. Let's try one last section for today. Talking about health. I have a headache. Repeat. I have a headache, or I don't feel well today. Say it again. I don't feel well today. You can also say, I need to see a doctor. Let's say it together. I need to see a doctor. And this one, I'm allergic to peanuts. Repeat slowly. I'm allergic to peanuts. Great work. You're doing an amazing job practicing these useful and natural English sentences. We'll keep going in the next part with more topics like emotions, social situations, and fun activities. Keep your energy up and stay with me. We're almost there. Now, you're sitting quietly. The world is still, and your thoughts are calm. Let's talk about your dreams and your goals. What do you want to achieve in life? Say it out loud in English. For example, I want to be a nurse. I want to speak English fluently. I want to travel to Canada. Whatever it is, say it with confidence. Repeat after me. I believe in myself. I can learn anything I need. I am getting better every day. My English is improving every time I practice. I am proud of myself. Now let's go over some expressions to talk about goals and plans. I'm planning to take the IELTS test next year. I want to apply for a job abroad. I'm working hard to save money. I'm learning English to build a better future. I hope to study in the US or Canada. You're doing amazing. Let's imagine your day again. You just finished your work or school. You walk home or take the bus. You feel a little tired, but also proud. Say this. Today I did my best. I'm proud of what I learned. Every step I take brings me closer to my goals. You arrive home. You take off your shoes. You rest for a few minutes. Maybe you make a snack. What do you usually eat after work? Say it in English. I usually eat fruit. Sometimes I eat noodles. I like to drink tea in the evening. These simple sentences help you build fluency. Now it's time to relax. Maybe you watch a show or read a book. Maybe you just listen to music. How do you relax in the evening? Try saying it. I like to watch English videos on YouTube. I enjoy reading books in English. Sometimes I just sit and listen to soft music. These are all great ways to relax and keep learning. Let's learn a few useful phrases for relaxing after a long day. I'm going to take a break. I just want to sit down and rest. This music helps me unwind. I'm going to have a quiet evening. I love reading before bed. Now take a deep breath in and out. Let's talk about reflection. Think about your day again. What did you do well? What can you improve tomorrow? Try these English reflections. Today, I spoke English at work. I learned 5 new phrases. I watched an English lesson and understood more than yesterday. I still need to practice speaking more, but I'm getting better. I want to focus on listening tomorrow. Reflection is important. It helps you grow. It helps you learn. When you speak about your life in English, it becomes part of you. Let's now talk about preparing for tomorrow. What time will you wake up? What will you do in the morning? Say this with me. I will wake up at 6. Thirty-five. I will brush my teeth and take a shower. I will eat a quick breakfast. Then I will go to work. After work, I will study English for 30 minutes. Make this a routine. Speak your routine in English every day. It helps your brain get used to thinking in English. Now, let's say some daily affirmations again. I am strong. I am learning. I am confident. I am ready for tomorrow. My English is getting better every day. Remember, your goal is not to be perfect. Your goal is to communicate, to understand, and to grow. One word at a time, one sentence at a time. You are doing it now. As we get ready to close the day, let's do a short review. Repeat after me. Today, I listened carefully. I practiced speaking. I imagined my daily routine. I used English to describe my life. I took one more step forward. And that's powerful. Now imagine you are in your bed. The room is dark. You feel calm. You feel tired in a good way. It's time to sleep. But before that, say one last thing. Thank you. Today, tomorrow, I will try again. I'm proud of my progress. I am an English learner. I am becoming fluent. Take one more deep breath and relax. We'll continue again tomorrow. But for now, just let your mind rest. You are on your journey. You are doing great. Now the sun is going down. I sit quietly and take a few deep breaths. I say to myself, you did a good job today. Even if I made mistakes, I know I tried. That's what matters. I look outside the window and notice the colors of the sky. Soft orange, fading blue. I whisper, it's a peaceful evening. I get up and walk slowly to the kitchen. It's time to prepare dinner. I open the fridge. I see some vegetables, rice, and eggs. I say, let's make something simple and healthy. I wash the vegetables carefully. I say out loud, wash, chop, cook. I turn on the stove and begin to prepare my meal. While I cook, I practice more English. I talk to myself. I'm cooking carrots. They smell fresh. Now I'm boiling rice. The water is hot. These small sentences help me think in English. They connect my actions to the words, dinner is ready. I sit at the table and smile. I say, this looks nice. Let's eat. As I eat, I think about the good things that happened today. I remember the phrases I practiced. I repeat one. I am proud of myself. That's a powerful sentence. I say it again with confidence. I am proud of myself. After dinner, I wash the dishes slowly, carefully. I say each action as I do it. Pick up the plate, rinse it, add soap, scrub, rinse again, dry. I feel calm. I enjoy this simple moment. Speaking English while doing daily tasks makes me feel more comfortable with the language. Later, I go to my room. I sit down with a notebook. I write a short sentence in English. Today, I felt strong. Then I write one more. I am learning every day. Writing helps me see my progress. Even if it's just a few words, I feel proud. I pick up a small book and read one short paragraph in English. I read it slowly. I try to understand the meaning. If I find a new word, I say it out loud. Then I look up the meaning. I try to use the word in a new sentence. I might say, this word is new. Let me try using it. Okay. The evening is quiet and peaceful. It's okay if I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. I close the book and stretch a little. My body is tired, but my heart is full. I say, thank you. Day, you taught me many things. I smile. I feel grateful. Then I think about tomorrow. I quietly say, tomorrow, I will keep going. I will keep speaking. I will keep learning. These simple promises help me stay motivated. I go to the bathroom and prepare for bed. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I say, now I'm brushing. Now I'm washing. These simple sentences keep me connected to the language. They feel natural now, like a part of me. I walk to my bed. I turn off the light. The room is dark and quiet. I lie down and pull the blanket over me. I close my eyes. I take a deep breath. I whisper, good night, English. I'll see you again tomorrow. I smile in the darkness. I feel calm. I feel strong. I feel proud. I say one last sentence, slowly and clearly. I believe in myself. The morning sun rises once again. A new day begins. I open my eyes slowly and stretch my arms. I say to myself, it's a new day. I'm ready. These first words help me begin with a calm and positive mind. I sit up in bed and take a deep breath. I whisper, today, I will speak English with confidence. This is my promise to myself. A small sentence, but full of power. I stand up, ready to live another day filled with practice, learning, and small victories. In the kitchen, I make breakfast. I say each action in English. I'm making tea. I'm toasting bread. I'm spreading butter. I smile. Every word I speak is a step forward. I am no longer afraid. I am learning naturally, just like breathing as I eat. I turn on a short English video. I listen carefully. I repeat simple sentences after the speaker. I'm happy today. Let's go outside. Practice makes perfect. I pause and repeat until I can say each sentence clearly. My voice grows stronger. After breakfast, I leave the house. I walk to the bus stop. I notice the sky. I say, "It's sunny today." I look at the people. That man is reading. That child is smiling. These small phrases help me stay connected to English in real life. The world becomes my classroom. At the bus stop, I think about how far I've come. I remember when I was too shy to say even one sentence. Now, I speak with confidence. Even if I make mistakes, I keep going. I tell myself, mistakes are proof that I'm trying. The bus arrives. I step in and find a seat. I look out the window. I say softly, "I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm proud." These are not just English sentences. These are my feelings, my truth, my journey. When I meet people during the day, I use simple English. I say, "Hello, how are you?" I smile and make eye contact. If I don't understand something, I say, "Can you say that again?" Or, "I'm learning English. Please speak slowly." These sentences help me stay calm and connect with others. Later in the day, I visit a small shop. I say, "Excuse me, how much is this?" I listen carefully. I answer, "Thank you." It's a short conversation, but I feel proud. I used English in the real world. That is success. In the evening, I review the new words I heard. I write them in my notebook. I make one simple sentence with each new word. I speak them out loud. I smile. I'm speaking English. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better. Before bed, I sit quietly. I close my eyes. I take one deep breath and say, "I'm thankful for today." I remember the progress I made, the words I spoke, the confidence I felt. These moments are my reward. I open my notebook and write my final sentence of the day. Today, I practiced English. I believe in myself. I read it out loud. I feel strong. Then, I whisper one more promise. Tomorrow, I will try again. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. Every sentence you speak, every word you learn, every mistake you make, all of it matters. All of it makes you better. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to keep going. So tonight, say it with me. I am learning English. I am strong. I am proud. I believe in myself. You are doing something powerful. You are giving yourself a voice that can travel across the world, a voice that can express your thoughts, your heart, your dreams. This is your journey. This is your time, and I'm proud of you. Thank you for being here. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and always believe in yourself. We'll meet again in the next lesson. Until then, good night and good English.